Ready?
Yep.
Okay. My name is Zach Alvarez, and I'm a Native American. Now, the first time I saw a UFO I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and I saw the Phoenix lights. That was April 13th, 1997. I was there for 2 days. I was driving and I looked up and I saw the Phoenix lights. And I slowed down and I had to look at it again. I pulled over, got out and looked at it. And there it was. It was something very big, and I could see right away that it wasn't something that was conventional. It was going slow and hovering and coming directly. It looked like it was coming directly in my direction, but it was actually going coming going in a southeasterly direction. It just appeared to me that it was coming my direction, but it really wasn't. It was just because it was just so big, and the way it was
How was it
kind of
arranged? Like,
angled in the sky.
what did the lights look like?
It was kind of angled. It was a triangular shaped craft that had, it looked like it had 6 headlights in the beginning. And then it looked like it had 8 headlights, big bright white lights. And for a moment, I might have thought that it was several objects flying in unison in a formation. But the way it was flying, it was when it tilted, they would all tilt together like this. So it had to have been a large object, but my first guess was that it was probably a few football fields across. So I thought it was about a few football feet across, and it was miles away from me. When I first spotted it, and obviously it was coming in closer in my general direction, so it was getting bigger. And then at some point it flew past. It's starting to fly past, and I said, "Okay, I'm going to get in my truck. I'm going to follow this thing." And so I followed it, and I was going about 50 miles an hour through the city of Phoenix. And probably I might have even tried to blow through a stoplight or something, or maybe I even did. But I couldn't keep up with it, and I really quickly ran into a convenience store, a liquor store or something, and I was telling the woman, "Hey, could you look up? Could you look up?" So it would have been so easy for her to simply look up or come outside and look up. She didn't want to do that, and I mentioned it to a couple passersby who were outside in the parking lot. They didn't want to look up. Some sort of mass psychosis. What do they call it?
Mass psychosis.
Mass psychosis. Outside the liquor store was closer to the street, a lot closer to the street, was a phone booth. And I called 911, and the woman said, "Yes, we got that phone call." But I was also dismissed by her. I think she kind of disregarded me and ended the call. But what I saw was the Phoenix lights.
That's
and
awesome.
I saw them at a distance, and then up close, and then at a distance as it passed by. It was just,
And you said it looked kind of like almost translucent, like you could see through it a little bit?
right. I forgot to mention that. Okay,
Yes.
so it as it flew over, it looked like it was. And thinking back on it now, maybe it was some sort of a malfunction, but it was trying to be translucent, like as if I could see stars on the other side of it, up in the sky, and you could see stars on the other side of this craft sometimes, but most of the time it was an opaque object. It was opaque.
Wow.
Like you couldn't see anything on
So
the
it
other
would
side
change.
of it.
So it would change.
Yeah.
Like it changed from translucent
You
to
couldn't
opaque.
see anything on the other side of it, but a few moments when I was
You
looking
could.
at it, you could.
Okay.
So that's what got my attention.
Okay.
That's when I said to myself, "This is something that I've never seen before."